Okay, so we're here with Aasif Mandvi, who's one of the stars of Million Dollar Arm, a new movie coming out this Friday. And Aasif, you live in New York. You're in LA writing for a TV show for HBO right now.
Yeah.
In terms of Million Dollar Arm, we were talking earlier about how a lot of the press that you're doing is scattered both now and then kind of after it comes out, which is sort of unusual. I'd imagine one of the reasons is because in May you've got movies like Neighbors and Godzilla and X-Men and kind of the smaller movies. I mean, not that it's that small, but they need some of that attention to make sure audiences know what they're all about.
Yeah.
What do you feel makes this movie stand out, and what initially attracted you to it?
I mean, I think this is it's a great story. It's a true story, so that sort of makes it interesting. And I think as much as it is a baseball sort of sports movie, it's also a really heartfelt kind of story about these two boys and this American dream that they that they get of coming to America and sort of becoming Major League Baseball players, and they come from this small town in India and they've never even picked up a baseball, and within a year they are having tryouts for scouts, in the MLB. So it's a really it's a great story, and so I think that's what mostly attracted me to it.
Yeah. Were you familiar with it when it happened, or was it something that you learned?
No, I didn't know about this at all. I'm not a baseball
fan at all.
Person. So
are you a cricket person?
It's hard to follow cricket when you live in America. But the thing is that I don't really follow baseball at all. So I didn't know the story, and I read the script, and I actually know the real Ash, which is the character that I play in the film.
Right.
I know the real guy. And
how do you know him?
I know him through mutual friends because we're all Indian, so we all know each other.
It's just a brother. Okay.
It's just a Brown thing, And
I was going to go Brotherhood, but you can go Brown.
It is Brown Brotherhood. It's the Brown Brother. That's good. So so I knew him through other brown people who told me, hey, there's this brown guy who has this like crazy story about two other brown guys.
For those who don't know, Ash in the movie is John Hamm is the star. He plays this agent named J.B. Bernstein. Ash is his business partner.
Yes.
They used to work at a huge agency, and they leave to go off on their own.
Right. Yes. Clearly, you've seen the film.
I did see the movie. I don't do these without seeing them.
So. No, Ash is his business partner in the film, which is not exactly the relationship they have in real life, but it's
What's the relationship?
Well, Ash is actually an investor in the Million Dollar Arm franchise, but in the movie, Ash and JB are business partners, and it makes a nice sort of counterpoint. John Hamm, who plays JB, plays this very sort of this Lothario, this sort of playboy who has this great single life and is driving a Porsche around LA and sleeping with models and stuff. And Ash, his business partner, is kind of the family guy with the twins and the wife and the house and the suburban and like the whole thing. And so the two of them are living completely different lives, but they share this dream of making this Million Dollar Arm thing into something huge. So, and have taken these two boys and turning them into baseball players. It's
kind of odd that John Hamm always ends up playing Lothario when he's been with the same woman for like more than a decade.
I know, and the funny thing is that the real Ash that I play is actually single. And he's
the playboy.
I don't know who playboy is, but he's definitely single and not married with twins. So it was an interesting sort of juxtaposition.
Right. So if you're not a baseball fan, do you like the sports movie? Is that a genre that you care about, or was this more?
I like good movies.
Yeah.
I like movies that that bring out a lot of the
heart
to tell a great story. And I think that's at the end of the day what this is. I think it's a great story, and I think in the screenings that I've been to and the people who have seen it, everyone seems to walk away with this real sort of exhilaration. I made that word up, exhilarance.
It's a mixture of exhilaration and brilliance.
Exactly, yes. So they all walk away with a sense of exhilaration. It's a very uplifting story. It's a great summer movie,
Yeah, well, and it serves as a nice counterbalance to the endless destruction that you tend to witness on the screen.
Right,
for
it's
like 3 months
it is
ahead.
the counterpoint to Godzilla. On one hand, you've got this lizard that is eating people and destroying buildings, and on the other hand, you have John Hamm and a couple of Indian guys. So, you know, that's it.